is Dr. Simeon Roger for Warrior Coaching International, and welcome to the third in our video series about how you can achieve ever deeper levels of inner peace and harmony. Now, we've already talked about your breathing. We've already talked about how to use your breathing in a meditative process to achieve deeper and deeper levels of inner peace and harmony. The next part is about movement, because you may have noticed that when you were doing that meditation, you felt very, very calm. And that's absolutely normal. The more you do that type of basic meditation, the calmer you will feel. You may also have noticed that the moment you got up off your meditation cushion, or off the chair you were meditating on, wherever it was, suddenly that disappeared and you were back to square one. Don't worry if that's the case, it's not unusual. It's very typical because, of course, during our day, we spend all day in physical movement. We're doing this, we're doing that, we're talking to people, we're writing things down, we're typing, we're doing, repairs on something. Whatever we're doing, we're moving. And the moment you move, immediately almost you're distracted, mentally distracted, you're back to square one. All the stimulation from your environment begins to hit you and affect you. So how do you change that? How do you take that calm that you felt in meditation and bring it into your daily life? Well, what I'm about to share with you are technologies developed by the ancient world's best traditions of spiritual life, health maintenance, and martial arts. And these technologies have been tested and refined over millennia and across many different cultures, so they work extremely well. And this one is going to allow you to leverage your movement throughout the day, your physical movement, that thing that's distracting you and destroying your inner peace. It's going to allow you to leverage that movement and turn it into the engine of your inner peace. So here's what you're going to do. Now, first of all, you have to realize that the way we move habitually in our society is very particular. And I'm going to illustrate it by picking up this cup of water. Now, that movement was very isolated. It was an isolated movement of my shoulder, arm, and hand. The rest of my body didn't move. Okay? That kind of isolated movement is what actually destroys our inner peace. So what we want to do is be able to leverage the movement and change its inner quality. How do we do that? Well, it's a three-step process, basically. The first part is what we call whole body movement. So instead of picking the cup up like this as an isolated movement, I'm going to use my entire body to pick up that cup. Watch. Now, you may or may not have noticed the difference, and I tried to exaggerate it a little bit, but literally all of my body moved in order to do that. From my toes up through my legs, my spine, my pelvis, my inner organs, everything moved. Everything was part of that. It was a flowing, continuous movement that literally massaged my entire body on the inside. So that's the first part, getting used to moving with your whole body in a rhythmic way. Now, of course, when you start to do that, it may be really obvious that you're doing something very different from your usual movement. The better you get at it, the less anybody else has a chance of noticing, because it becomes very, very subtle. You know it, and it's affecting you on a deep level, but nobody else will notice. The second part is your breathing. We'll go back to your breathing now, because you can integrate your breathing with this kind of movement. And as a matter of fact, the more you do normal abdominal breathing, the more you'll do this automatically, without thinking. So for instance, I might inhale as I reach for the cup and exhale as I lift it, and then inhale as I put it down, or the reverse. It doesn't matter whether you're inhaling or exhaling with this or that movement. You'll do what feels natural, and that's what's important. But the important thing is your breath and your movement will come to be one. And that's what allows the third part to happen. The third part is your mental attention. Because, of course, it's impossible to keep your inner peace if your mind is off thinking about 1,000 different things while you're doing something physical. In other words, your being is basically being split up into many different parts. You want to bring it all back together. So you can bring your mental attention, your movement, and your breath, and you can put those three things together so that I keep my mind on what I'm doing, on my breathing, as I do a whole body movement. And I can go through my entire day like this. And what it will do, when you get good at it, of course, is not only will you be able to maintain this deeper and deeper inner peace throughout your day, but you'll get a lot more physical energy because you're wasting less. You'll have the benefits, the physiological benefits of having done hours of Tai Chi without having done it, because your entire day is using your body and mind in the proper way according to how they were designed. You're massaging your entire body from the inside out as you move. You're smoothing out literally your energy, chi circulation throughout your body, throughout the 12 meridians and 8 extraordinary vessels in your body is being smoothed out, evened out. Your central nervous system is being tranquilized and brought onto the parasympathetic circuit of your central nervous system, which calms you down. So again, this is your homework. Go play with this. Try it out. Don't worry if you find it difficult or you get distracted. That's absolutely normal. The more you do it, the more you're going to fall in love with this process. And the more you do it, the deeper and deeper levels of inner harmony you're going to have. Again, Dr. Simeon Roger for Warrior Coaching International. We'll see you next time.